Hi, you're watching Dante's Boxing Nation. Woo!
On aime ça, les grands revirements, puis c'est ce qu'on risque d'avoir le 30 janvier. Donc, merci beaucoup. Puis je laisse la parole à Cathy Duva. I would like to introduce Cathy Duva, Chief Executive Officer from Main Event, to talk about the fight. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Yeah. Thank you, John. I think for first, I would like to address John's comments. We mean no disrespect. We do have a fight plan with Ward, and as far as that Stevenson guy's concerned, I think he's still posturing, but we will be sending him a contract. If he signs it, then we'll know it's real. We'll be doing that shortly. No disrespect's intended here. This is the way the world works. Boxing, is a year-round sport, and you can't always have the luxury of waiting for the next fight. I think the challenge to a great champion is to not look past an opponent who he has already fought and defeated, but to recognize that Jean-Pascal is a great warrior still, who's going to come in with something new, with a new trainer, I'm sure with new tactics, and Sergey is going to have to focus and focus and focus in order to make sure he doesn't make the mistake of looking beyond Jean at something shiny that may be further down the road, and I will trust he'll do that while I'll worry about the business. But we're happy to be back here in Canada. We love the Bell Center. We love working with Interbox, Jean Bedard, Pierre Duke, Claire, everybody on their staff. Ian, they're wonderful people to work with. We're always happy to come to a place. Kevin Flaherty from HBO made a comment earlier to me and John about how HBO loves to come to Canada because they love the fans, because they love the media, because you're also engaged here, and it makes our job so much more fun. And as Sergey said to a reporter last week, he loves coming to fight in his opponent's hometown so that he can destroy the hopes and dreams of all his fans. So sadly, he is going to come here and try to do that, and that's his goal. And we're all going to get to watch again and see what these two great fighters have to throw at us. I want to also just thank HBO, Kevin, who's here today, has been mentioned, Peter Nelson, without whom Sergey Kovalev would have never had the chance to get to where he is today. Forever grateful. And again, the Bell Center, Interbox, and all our friends here, we're happy to be back. And we'll see you again soon.
Alors, je vais résumer brièvement ce que Mme Duva vient de nous dire. Tout d'abord, Sergey Kovalev reconnaît que Jean-Pascal est un guerrier et il va se concentrer sur ce combat bien avant tout autre combat qui pourrait suivre.
Merci. I'm going to make my speech in English because I want them to understand what I'm saying. First of all, I want to congratulate Lucien Boutet for his third fight on Saturday. He did a very, very good fight. On my scorecard, c'était à le draw. He lost the fight on paper, but one thing that I can say, he lost the fight in a great fashion because he did very, very good. I think that Lucien Boucher is back, and this is very good for boxing in Quebec. Also, I want to thank HBO because I'm going to be on the network for the third time in 10 months. So I'm very, very appreciative of it. I want to thank Pierre Dick, who's doing a great job with Interbox. I want to thank Jean Bedard, Interbox, and also my CEO, Greg Leon, who's doing a great job with my company, Jean-Pascal Promotion. So, you know me, guys, I always looking to fight the best because I'm a true warrior, I'm a fighter. I want to prove that I'm the best. So to prove that you're the best, you need to face the best. So that's one of the reasons why we're having a rematch against Kovalev and myself. But one thing that I don't really like is, we need to be honest. Right now, they're trying to make Kovalev something that is not a star. He's not a star because he doesn't sell tickets. He doesn't sell tickets. You know why? It's probably because he doesn't sell tickets because he speaks worse than he looks. And also, the only reason why HBO is putting 3 million on the table for this fight is not because he's fighting the French guy. It's because he's fighting me. I'm the star of the division. I'm the cash card of this division. And this guy, this boxer, as a champion, is supposed to be a role model, but he's not. He has no class, no respect for anyone in Quebec. Because none of me, but because of you guys, because of my fans, he made his first paycheck. He made $1 million, over $1 million, because of you guys, and he gave you this finger at the weigh-in. This is totally a lack of respect. Probably it's because he doesn't have a great education in Russia. I don't know, but one thing that we all know here, it is is not classy. He doesn't have respect, and I'm gonna teach him respect on June 30th, because to give the middle finger of you guys after he made $1 million makes no sense to me. And also, like, he just doesn't have respect, no respect and no education. He's a racist guy. Like, we are in 2016. This fight for me is kind of personal. Like, I'm fighting ignorance because he's an ignorant guy to still be racist in 2016. Like, last year he posted on Twitter a picture of a monkey to represent Stevenson. I don't like Stevenson either, but I will never do that. I post like a chicken because Stevenson is a chicken. He's not a monkey. Did he put a picture of a monkey because Stevenson is black? Make no sense. Those kind of things, they're not supposed to have their place in society like we are in 2016. And also, he called myself a piece of shit. Another example that he has no respect. Why does he call me a piece of shit? Because I'm black and shit is black? Because he never called any white opponent a piece of shit. He never called any white opponent a monkey. And right now, you see, he's still laughing at it because he doesn't care about you guys. He really doesn't care. He's just thinking about his pocket like Stevenson. But I hope you guys gonna show up on my fight to support me, because we need to teach this Russian a good lesson. And also, last thing I want to say is, people's gonna tell me like, "Oh, Jean, you're trying to play the racist card." Listen, I'm not trying to play the racist card. It's just racist. You guys don't tell me like he's not racist because he has a black coach. He has a black coach doesn't mean nothing. Because if you think about it, in the southern in say United States, they were all racist in Texas, right? And they were still listening to Ray Charles, right? So it's not because he has a black coach means he's not racist. And also, he has no I have no respect for John David Jackson, a black man. He's a black man. John David Jackson is a black man. And after his comment, after Stevenson, he called a black man a monkey. John David Jackson still coaching him. So I have no respect for John David Jackson for that. Probably he's another guy who only thinking about his pocket too, because maybe he's there for fame, for money. Because if I will be John David Jackson, I will say, Covey, I have no choice, but I cannot coach you anymore because that made no sense. It's making no sense. So on January 28th, you guys gonna have a great fight, because right now I'm improving myself in a ways that Kovalev cannot imagine. I made a lot of changements. I have a new coach, and you guys gonna see a different Jean-Pascal. Like like Lucien Boutte, everybody was thinking like, ah, Lucien Boutte is gonna make 2 rounds, 3 rounds, is broken, is everything. But you guys don't know until you see the fight. Like Lucien changed his coach, he changed his environment, and he came back strong. In life, you need to believe in yourself. If you got faith, you believe in yourself, anything can possible. And also, like if you think about it, in the first fight was his toughest fight, even that he don't say recognize it. That was his toughest fight. I gave him his toughest fight, and on my card, he won 4 rounds. I won 3 rounds. He was on his way to win his. He was on his way to win the 8 rounds, but after 7 rounds, it was 4-3. So that was a great and close fight. And also, I dropped him in this fight, and the referee called him a slip because Caddy Tuva was ringside and saying, no, a slip, a slip, a slip. But if you watch the fight, I dropped this guy. I dropped this guy in the 8th round, and they call it a slip. So he knows he's gonna have a lot on his plate. I know I'm gonna have a lot on my plate too, but I'm gonna be ready. I'm gonna be well prepared, and at least I know what I'm going into this time, and it's gonna have a good surprise. And like Jean Bedard said, we're gonna break the party. Thank you very much.
Jean, merci beaucoup pour les mots. Thank you very much for the kind words. That's correct. I know John now since 1999, 2000, when he came as a sparring partner for the senior national team, and I've worked with him ever since. I know him very well. I've worked with him and had the privilege of working also with Mark Ramsey since that point in time. The one thing that really stands out in relation to Jean is that he's resourceful. The surface feature over the course of the last several months is that he's changed some of his staffing, and people say he's going to learn something new. And if you take a look at the Boutte fight, and you take a look at what he learned in terms of, for example, nullifying a jab of Lucien Boutte through the help of Roy Jones, what you see a person who is not only a student of the sport, but very open-minded, very progressive in his work. He added Roy because he felt that he needed that aspect to augment his performance. Over the last several months, under his own counsel, he again has become resourceful, and I've never seen him make an incorrect decision. Every decision that Jean-Pascal makes is a calculated decision. What he's done is he's changed his coaching staff. He's got a specialist for his defensive work. He's got a specialist for his offensive work. We've got an intensely structured 8 weeks ahead of us. He's coming into training camp properly fit. He has a strong base, a strong psychological mind. He's hard-headed. He's an incredibly hard-headed guy and a very resilient individual. The difference between a resourceful athlete and a reliant athlete is what differentiates Jean from many in professional sport. A reliant athlete stays with what is familiar for as long as his career. A resourceful athlete, which is a much more functional, adaptive athlete, makes the necessary changes to move to the next level, shatter glass ceilings, and make history. That is exactly what we are angling to do. That is exactly what Jean's going to do. He doesn't dodge opponents. He is a world-class warrior who's going to shatter any reservations about him coming away from that last fight, and we welcome this challenge with vigor. We're looking forward to seeing you all on January 30th. Thank you.
Monsieur Sergei Kovalev. Mrs. Duva?
Before I do that, I do feel the need to say something. Okay, so I respect the fact that Jean-Pascal, who's a warrior, is going to get in the ring to get his ass kicked more thoroughly than he did the last time. But I do not respect much of what he said, which was ugly and uncalled for and completely unnecessary. So I'm not going to dignify that. I will say, however, to the extent that I was concerned that Sergey may not focus on this fight because he has other things on the horizon, I'm not worried about that anymore, so thank you. And Sergey, you know, he doesn't have any specialists or professors or books or any of those things. He just has his right and his left and a lot of motivation. So we'll see which of those plans works out best in January. And so I would like to recognize first Sergey's manager, Agus Klimas, who is a little under the weather today and tells me he doesn't want to speak, unless you've changed your mind.
Hello, hello, hello. Hello, everybody. Very happy to be back in Montreal, Canada. Very great fans, very good people. Regarding to Jean-Pascal, personally, I have a lot of respect for him, not like a person, but like a warrior, because then facing one time Sergei Kovalev, and I've been talking with Sergei's opponents a lot who faced him, not a single guy said he wants to step back in the ring with him. Even Bernard Hopkins, after the fight, said, Sergey, I'm not going to fight you no more. That's it, I'm done. So this guy has big balls taking that fight again. What it comes from his mouth, the one thing just made sense to me regarding Lucien Boutet. That was a great fight. Thank you, guys, and we're going to be back on January 30th.
And now it is my pleasure to introduce to you the WBO, WBA, IBF light heavyweight champion of the world, Sergey Crusher Kovalev.
Hello everybody, hello Canada, hello Montreal. I'm very glad to be here and because you are here, you know, and thanks to promoters and team, to Pascal for this fight, because nobody wants to fight me now and I'm very disappointed. But I think so. I think so that you very tired. Listen this trash that he said 5 minutes ago. It's his opinion, and why I called his and Chickenson like that, because they are, and. I'm not talker. I'm boxer. I'm not trash talker. I can show you January 30th what I can to do and close his mouth for all time and forever. You know, like I'm really tired. Like listen, this trash to my side that he said this, he said this. Like it's like just his opinion. Because they are thinking right like that. Who follow me on Twitter, on Facebook, and everywhere on social media, like understand who I am and why I say like that. And I love Canada, I love Montreal, and I love Canadian fans. Thank you very much to all of you. And I think so. January 30th. Will be again very big fight, and I will put big dot between us forever. Thank you very much.